So in this video, we're actually going to take a look at the MSAD for Tech folder for teachers. So I'm just going to click on it. And it's called Technology Training. And within this folder, these are all of the different training things that will be helpful to you, I hope. So these are the topics: digital citizenship and safety, Edgenuity, EduSched support, Google Suite training and support, NUIA training, phishing scams info, Power School, remote learning resources, tech housekeeping, tech iPad use, videos and student forums, tech PD, Windows support, and then CDC health videos. That's not technology, but that's where they are at the moment. So look, if you go into one of these, digital citizenship and safety, we have three things: common sense media, connect safely, and stay safe online. So let's just click into common sense media. You will find this is actually a link. It's linked up to this, and it will take you to the Common Sense Media site so you can learn about digital citizenship and safety. You can perform searches up here just like you would on Google, except you perform them on Common Sense Media. And there are a lot of things you can learn in here. There's reviews, there's lessons, videos and advice, okay, and a whole bunch of different stuff. You can go through and explore it and find some good stuff, I hope. So I'll get out of there, get out of there. All right, and now I want to go back. So those are also other links there. Edgenuity has webinar info in here. Okay, and there may be others added to there as we go. EduSched support. These are the support materials, and these were the tutorials. All right, that's what I have. If I get more, I'd put it in. G Suite training and support. So we have a lot in this one. You can actually get official Google training, become a Google certified teacher, or get just Google certified. Get Google certified training. So this is kind of neat, and I actually would encourage everyone to become a Google certified teacher, Google certified educator. We have at least one staff member I know of who has done this, and there may be others I don't know of. But you can get a whole bunch of training. You can actually take exams, and if you click on the training, it will give you basically training, Google, and education. You can do fundamentals, you can do advanced. Look, it's got Google Slides, Google Docs, Classroom, Forms, Expeditions, Jamboard. It has a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so basically all Google stuff, anything Google, you can get if you click to become a Google certified educator. And this brings you to pretty much a similar site. Get Google certified training. Oh, I don't want to delete it. There we go. It's just a small link that comes up. Yeah, it just brings you to the training center. So it's the same options, but it just wasn't the certification one. But I would encourage you to do this if you are interested in becoming Google certified and you want some feedback or some input or some advice on that. Shoot out a message. You can send it to the help desk, that you're thinking about it. Because I will certainly support that. You just let me know kind of what you need, and hopefully, that's something that you could be successful with. This does take time, and this is something that I would encourage everybody to spend some time working on, if you have the time to do that. And then, so that's the Google Suites. These are some help videos here, the ones that I made. So like on YouTube, for example, these are my YouTube videos. So I just put them in the Google Drive so that you would have access to them also, not just on my YouTube channel. If you want some training with NUIA, there's some NUIA webinars and professional learning. If you click into that, you would get a link, I believe. Yeah, you would get a link. So you can actually look at the pre-recorded webinars if you want to. You may need to be logged in, but you're certainly welcome to look at that. And then phishing scams info. So I have some info in here and would continue to put updated information in there if we get information updated. And then stuff on PowerSchool. So these are the tutorials that I created for PowerSchool, and you're welcome to use those. If you notice things that have changed, please send a ticket to the help desk. You can write PowerSchool and then tell me what's changed in there so I can make the adjustments. I'd love to be able to keep it up to date like that. Remote learning resources. This is what we started creating actually at the end of last school year. Remember March 15th, you guys put stuff in here. I put the thing on creating classroom videos in. Those are my videos, but you're welcome to watch them. Hopefully they become helpful to you. And then resources during remote learning. These were some resources that were put out. And then, I'm sure there's other resources that we can actually add to this. So, and then tech housekeeping. This is an important one for you folks, just because. So it's got the my most recent presentation, which I didn't actually go through the presentation this year. I'm going through the handbook with you, but this is in Target Solutions, and you can also review it, in the tech housekeeping folder. And I'd encourage you to review it. It's got the same kind of information in it. The SAD4 network update. So this will just tell you kind of how to use the network, but we have to just check to make sure this is actually updated. So that's the network update. And then the tech calendar. You want to schedule something with the tech team, put in a ticket. You can check the calendar, and then here you just click here to get to actually the calendar, and it'll bring you to Google Calendars. Whoops, that didn't do it. That did something else. There. Okay, so it'll bring you right to the tech calendar, okay? And then you can check it and see, should be here, tech calendar, and see what is what's scheduled, okay? And we'd encourage you to do that, especially if you, want to schedule some time to run over a setup for a concert, or talk with us about, some lesson you're doing in your classroom, or whatever, or some remote learning piece of things. So you can just take a look at it and see. And if you're just not sure, you can just, can I set up an appointment? Does this day and time work, or whatever? Let us know when you're free so we can plan time to meet with you. All right, tech event support. This is very important because sometimes you need support at a tech event. Okay, so we ask for 3 weeks of lead time, if possible. Not always possible. We understand that, but we do try for 3 weeks. And then in this document, you will find there is a listing of current audio equipment available from the district for each school. Okay, and then sometimes we brought personal equipment in, but we can't really guarantee that's available. This is what is available. So in PCS for the cafeteria, for example, there's a cordless mic. We've lost one mic already, and there's also a corded microphone. Then there's a projector, Apple TV on the stage. There's an 82 mobile flat screen, an Apple TV on the stage, and one mobile amplifier with a corded microphone. Okay, and then in the gym, a cordless microphone, and again, a mic has been lost already. 3 microphone stands, a projector, and Apple TV. So that's what's available in the PC for PCES. For PCHS, the gym has 2 cordless microphones, 2 microphone stands, 1 large projector set up by the bleachers, and 1 Apple TV. On the gym stage is a projector center stage with Apple TV, and then 2 projectors sides of stage with Apple TV. In the CAF, there's a mobile amplifier for audio, a projector, and an 82-inch flat screen and Apple TV. Those are what we have. So kind of knowing what we're working with, you should dream up your, ideal event based on those items. If you dream up items that we don't have, we definitely can't guarantee we can help. Although we've been able to work some pretty good magic the past few months, I wouldn't want to promise that. So just so you know, that is what we request and require. And then if you need tech help, this is just a ticket to the help desk. Okay, so helpdesk@sad4.org, and then you do receive status updates. It might be a little bit. We do have a backlog of tickets right now, but you will receive updates, and certainly, when we're working on it. Canfield is also in Tech Housekeeping. Canfield has several documents that talk about the features of their phones and their voicemail. If you're anything like me, you've certainly been puzzled over the years since Canfield has come on the use of your phone. These do help some. I mean, like gives voicemail information and stuff. For example, it will tell you, whoops, oh, sorry, that probably made you dizzy. It'll tell you different things you can push to, try to make your voicemail work, for example. Anyway, there's feature operation, features, other info, and voicemail. So you're welcome to take a look at those and see if you can, get it working. We are still working with Canfield. We recognize that not everything has been resolved to our liking. We still haven't been able, for example, to get voicemails to go into email. They're now telling us we need licensing for that. I don't know why they didn't tell us that 3 years ago, but I do want to let you know that is something we're still working with them on. It has not been an easy process working with them. However, it is what it is currently, and this is the information that we have. Then let's see. So that's Tech Housekeeping. And then we've got Tech iPad use videos and student forms. So this is what the kids will watch. And there's also one other that I'm going to put in there about equipment checking. So that's what they'll watch anyway. And if they need forms, here, let me show you one more time. The forms are actually right here. Student tech forms to keep at home, student tech forms to return. All right, and those are pretty current, June 27th. And then we have Tech iPad use. We did that. Tech PD. So for Tech PD, there are a whole bunch of different things that you can sink your teeth into. All right, and I want the Tech Day to be a good day for you guys. I want it to be a day where you get to learn a lot. I want it to be a day where you feel like you've accomplished something. And I also want it to be a day where you feel like you've learned something useful that you can, take forward with your kids. So those would be my goals for you guys for your Tech Day. And you should find in the technology training folder, there are a lot of things. I've showed you the Google certification, but there are also a whole bunch of different things in here. There's Apple Teacher Certification, Brain Pop webinars, coding resources, creating a link to a file in Google Drive. So there's some specific skills in here as well. Google Voice, how to join Google Classroom, how to set up a Google Meets, how to use a Bluetooth keyboard, Mars tutorial for teachers, Map Skills, NUIA tutorial. You can fill out for contact hours, trauma-informed session. Those are not technology, but it's probably good. And then uploading files and folders to Google Drive. So those are some basic skills. Now, you might be looking in here, and I can hear you thinking, oh, I wish they had how to teach, remote learning with an iPad. They don't have it. No. We don't have it in here, but I'm going to tell you what you can do. You can just open up yourself a new window, go to YouTube, okay, and then you can type in teach remote learners with iPad. See what comes up. Whoops. Wow. No, I use it for, I want to go to YouTube. YouTube. Okay. Let me try this again. My first search failed. It happens sometimes. Okay, so you're going to teach remote learners with iPads. Okay. All right, and then look what comes up. How to teach your classes from home using the iPad. Use an iPad to teach mathematics. How to present a remote whiteboard lecture with Zoom. Teaching math remotely at any grade level. Mirror your tablet. It's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, and they look fun to watch. Okay, so you can actually watch one of these videos, and let's see you do this one. I don't know, it's 10 minutes, right? And just keep track. I did this one for 10 minutes.
On this channel, we do math tutorials as well as simplify.
Okay, I did this one for 10 minutes. I learned blah, blah, blah. Keep track of what you learned. Okay, and then as you're doing your learning, you know, it may lead you what you want to learn next, right? Oh, okay, let's see. I'll watch this one here. Where was that one I just watched? I've lost it, but okay. Must-have teacher apps. So maybe you watch must-have teacher apps, and then you see some apps you must have. So the next step for that would probably be to, I don't know, download the must-have teacher apps or Google them and read more about them. Okay, because then that's actually going to be something useful you can use. You're going to feel productive. Maybe you take an hour doing that. All right, that's good. So then you want to just kind of keep track of that. Keep either a little journal or keep a note of what you spent, you know, your time working on, because that's actually going to give you some really good skills that you can use to go forward. Or maybe you want to learn about, I don't know, how to hook up. I know I just lost you probably now already when you heard me say I'm going to hook something up. How to hook up an Apple TV. Okay, how to hook up an Apple TV. All right. Now, most of this probably you just look at it and thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall asleep. However, look, 5 minutes and you can just learn how to hook up an Apple TV. Now, it might be a little bit boring to you, but you might learn some stuff from it. So, and tips and tricks. Anything that says tips and tricks, it's usually friendly to watch. Well, not always though, so be careful. But that's a really good one. Another one here. You will be able to relate to this one, I promise you. Most of you will relate to this. How to reset my Apple ID. Okay, how to reset your Apple ID password. This is a huge one, folks. Okay, because I know from working with the iPads this summer, most of you don't know your passwords. Most of you have no idea how your Apple ID got logged into your device, and you certainly don't have any idea how to reset it. And that is something I want you to learn. Okay, I want you to learn how to reset that. I don't want my request for your password or for my request for a reset to be something that annoys you or puts you out, but I want you just to learn how to do it, because then you can just know. And because Apple holds the users responsible, not the schools. They hold the users responsible for connecting a telephone, for example, and for, you know, making it work going forward. Apple holds the person doing it responsible. They don't let the schools even intervene, even when there are devices and people have logged into them. So how to reset an Apple ID. You want to learn about Apple IDs, that'd be a great one. That'd be a great one to learn. So those are just some ideas, guys, that you can go to YouTube and Google. You can go, YouTube and search for, or YouTube and Google. But maybe there's some other skills that you want to learn how to use. So I would encourage you to think about that. Basically, just keep track of what you've watched. Keep maybe a few notes, a little journal, so that you can keep track of your time to make sure that you're getting the most out of your technology professional development.